What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Oh my gosh, it's 322. Creepy. I didn't realize I tuned in at 322. Let me stop being. I don't live my life by no daggone number, so it don't mean nothing to me. Anyway, how eventful was today? I gotta tell you, that daggone light keeps shining on these glasses, but let me tell you how eventful today was. Well, actually, let me tell you, it happened yesterday, but I didn't want to talk about it and put it in any of the conversation because I trust and faith in the Most High. You know how we do. So my car, after the snow up here, I let it sit because I was sitting here doing videos with y'all for a whole day without checking on the car. And now I'm sitting up there giving y'all advice of make sure you get a battery thing, a automatic car starter jumper with the cables. You know, they sell them on the TikTok and they sell them on Amazon. I'm over there giving y'all all this advice. I go out there because I hadn't started my car in a couple of days. That thing said wouldn't start. Oh, here we go. Oh no, flagging down the maintenance guy. Could you jump start my car? Oh, I can't. My car, the battery might stop and this. So I go in the back inside, and I was getting ready to call the man upstairs that he helps everybody in the building. Like, he'll shovel your car out. He's so sweet. And this man is a veteran that has one leg. So he got the fake leg thing. He gets around, and he be doing stuff, but he's so sweet. So I was getting ready to call John, and he's like, I turned the corner. He's coming in the other side of the building. I'm like, John, I was just getting ready to call. He's like, what's up, Treese? I'm like, my battery died. He's like, oh Lord, the battery. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. We could do it tomorrow if you can, look at it or anything, but I'm going upstairs, so it don't matter to me. I'll let it sit, no problem. He's like, no, we'll go now. We'll go take care of it now. So we went to AutoZone, do the whole darn thing. They test the battery, talking about, oh, it's a bad battery. You need a new battery. I'm like, I just bought it from y'all a year ago. So I couldn't find the receipt. Here we go, right? And they, in the computer, my name and all that, nothing in there. So we can't do nothing about it. And, that stuff happens and blur, 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 blur. You got to talk to the manager. He'll be there tomorrow. So, the car was still running. I left it running. So I brought it all the way back home after my friend jumped it. We got to AutoZone. Then we came home. We put that in there. So check this out. I'm going, listen. You know how expensive a battery is in December, a good quality battery. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to put another cheap one in there. I didn't realize the one I got last time was like a cheapie. So they were like, yeah, that's the one that we sell for less, and they're kind of refurbished or something. You ain't telling me all that. I would have never spent that money that low knowing it was a refurbished. So anyway, so I'm sitting at home and I'm like, God, I ain't gonna worry about it. We're gonna get back on this thing here and do what we gotta do. But it was still in the back of my head some. So all of a sudden I hear God tell me, call Eddie, call cousin Eddie. I'm like, oh, Eddie. He's my cousin, and listen, he got to shine. He's a man of God. Like, he's been in church and stuff for years. So he had a barbershop Bible study thing going on for a long time. But he's like me, blunt and outspoken, so we don't really with the church figures. I told you how I got into it with them in Bible study, arguing about worshiping Mary, Jesus' mama, versus, you ain't supposed to be doing that. So I left because of that. Well, he was like, I can't work with them. God told me to go out in the community with the barbershop Bible study and also get the church leaders involved. And they were like, no, you can't do it this way, that way, blah, blah, blah. So we was talking all about that. Then I dropped the bomb on him. My car, this and this and that. And he's a CMOS, one of my CMOS customers. I said, cuz, if you could help me out in any way, I will hook you up with all the CMOS you want. He was like, no, I'll be over there in the morning. Don't even worry about it. So we kept on talking for an hour, and I was telling him all about the show, and he told me to send him episodes, da-da-da-da-da. So he comes this morning. He jumps the car because it still wouldn't work. We go back over to AutoZone, and he just shining in there, talks to them, and they're like, okay, no problem. They gave him a battery for me that's like 5-year warranty, expensive. I was like, cuz, don't do that. He's like, no, watch this. He went over there, he was like, blah, 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 blah. And my man, what's up, blah, blah, blah. And they hooked him up. It took off like $80. I was like, what? I said, you got that gift. You need to be evangelizing. You know what to do. You know how to talk to people. He's like, yeah, I got to go to Florida. He was on his way to Florida. And he stopped everything and went and took care of that battery for me. He's like, I said, I got you on such and such date when I get my money. He's like, no. I'm going to just invest that in what you're doing with your podcasting thing that you're starting. I'm like, cause I love you so much. Hugging and kissing. He was on his way to Florida. And he stopped everything to come help me. Tell me that wasn't God. Tell me that wasn't God. I'm telling you, like, the high favor that is on me because of this project, like, ain't nothing going to hinder this project. Nothing. God is not. He's like, don't you worry about it. And I told you I was relaxed. I was like, if it is going to be that it ain't going to work, my son can come get me anytime, or the neighbors could take me wherever I got to go, and the car could sit till I get my money. So I wasn't really worried about it. But when I threw it at my cousin, I didn't expect him to buy it from me. I just was like, we do the CMOS thing, exchange, whatever, because he buys it in bulk and he gives it to other people throughout his church and stuff. So he's like, don't even worry about the CMOS, just Merry Christmas. I'm like, I don't do Christmas. You're like, you know what I'm saying? It's for your podcast thing. But yeah, that was a blessing, because let me tell you right now, even though I don't celebrate Christmas, my grand's birthdays are this month and stuff like that. I look out for the kids. I don't care. I had Christmas when I was a kid. You did. Even though all the lies and stuff going on in the world, I don't have the tree up and all that kind of stuff. But you ain't going to keep me from my Charlie Brown Christmas music and all them things like that. I just don't have the tree and certain things and stuff. But yeah, my grandkids, they going to get their Christmas. My son does all that, but I still gonna make sure they have a little something from me, but they know I don't wrap it in that paper or nothing like that, But anyway, so I stopped at Dollar Tree on my way home. But yes, wasn't that such a blessing? God is so good. And let me tell you something. The old battery I had was so crappy. The car lights was coming on. An oil light kept coming on, so I bought a filter. I've been waiting to bring it to the mechanic to let the mechanic change the filter and change the oil, right? The oil light kept coming on, but nothing was wrong with the oil. What else? Engine light kept coming on before the oil light was coming on. So I'm like, man, I got to just get through December and all these things I got to pay, and then I'll put the car in the shop. But my mechanic, he's like, bring it anytime, and I'll put you on a payment plan, whatever. But I don't like doing that. So anyway, as soon as this new battery's put in there, a 5-year battery, all them lights is off. Car just, look at it. Before, remember I told you, listen to it now. Just, I said, woo, like a brand new car. Where'd you come from? All for that battery. That crappy battery they had in there before was putting wear and tear on your engine. Listen, if you got a cheap battery in your car, you just upgrade if you can, because I'm telling you, it makes a difference. This car's purring like a kitten now. It's just a blessing, but it is. So on the way home, you know me and my flabber mom. I got more to tell you too. We're gonna do a part 2, because I got some movie to talk to you about. But I found these in the Dollar Tree on the way home. I know it's calendars, so you only should get one, right? They're calendar books. This one says "Be the Light," and this one I saw this one. I said I got to get that too. I don't care if I got 2 calendars. I had to get this one too. It says "The Way, the Truth, and the Life." And y'all know I be saying it. Get the way, the truth, and the life, and be the light. Oh, Dollar Tree, sometimes they get you. I'm like, why you had to have that sitting up in there? It was calling me. Teasy is calling me. So anyway, a few things that I did have to tell you back about. We were talking on that. What's that stuff? All the prepping information I gave you guys. And thank you guys so much for the love on the little song I did. Just playing around. But I actually, since people were telling me, especially YouTubers, thank y'all. They go, ooh, girl, you gave me chills and all this stuff. And, oh, my girl, what's her name? I got to give some shout-outs. Like, I haven't done it in a minute. But, her name, Moni Mo. Moni Mo. And I was getting ready to say Moni Love, because your name reminds me of Queen Latifah. UNRT wants, I said, oh, no, she's Moni Mo. But we used to call Moni Love Moni Mo. So, yeah, that's her name. She's been seriously getting into the VIDS and spreading the word. And she's like buddies with my other girl, Beyond Earth Mika, the one I told you all about. Listen, we doing the stuff. We hooking it up. We bonding it together, and we just going to master the whole thing. So I love it. But thank you so much, Moni Mo, and all y'all. I'm gonna shout you out at the end of next upcoming couple videos, okay? Because the list has gotten long and I can't keep up with all of that. But yeah, the love is amazing. So thank you for what y'all said about the song. It was just a little doohickey, but I think I'm gonna put it on my next gospel CD. I'm gonna start working on that. Okay, love y'all.